Alright, let's jump right in. Submarine Wahoo. We are following Kantai this time, guys. So we'll jump right into Submarine. So we got Fighter Shokaku versus, I'm assuming, Fighter Lexington. There we go. There's bot 1. Bot 1 is down. Game is on. Game is on, bros. Carrier Hornet, we'll kind of follow him. I'm surprised they're sending the Fubuki all by himself. If you can see, Kantai is kind of rolling. One destroyer each cap. Looks like they may be doubling up on C cap. We see the first red destroyer on B cap, spotted by the planes. Oh boy, it looks like we're going to have a big fight on B and C. A is kind of going to get tested by itself. Carrier Hornet did a really good job at kind of waiting to see what kind of happens there. No destroyer spotted. Cap wasn't taken. Carrier Hornet goes in. Going to have a fantastic, not sure how long a torps he's running. We have a fantastic cross torps for all these big battleships, all kind of clumped up. And holy shit, we have a Strike Lexington, folks. Task Force going very aggressive with a Strike Lexington versus a Fighter Shokaku. I did not think he'd run Strike. I did not think he would run Strike. But we're going to find out if it pays off or not. Let's go over to Submarine right now. Submarine launching some shots over Rascal Rabbit about 9k away. Submarine's going to kind of peek out, maybe get some decent shots in on him. Kind of contesting B right now. A is being capped by Submarine, but no problem. By Carrier, no problem. Submarine going to be able to pinch in. He's already spotted, knows exactly where to shoot. Going to probably put some torps down as well. Wargen within range to less than 14 kilometers away. Not even any shots going in too. But Strike. Let's go to Destroyer Taylor. Destroyer Taylor's getting picked on right now. It's good because he killed me before this game. But this is going to be the advantage right now of the Strike Lexington. If he can get lucky and kind of just roll torps are in right now. Destroyer Taylor. Oh, buddy. Looks like Destroyer Taylor's going to get a good... Uh-oh. A good thing he's got that swing and a miss. Oh, man. Let's kind of see. Let's go as far out as we can right now. Wargen taking some big shots right now. Rolling down about 20k. 11k. 10k. Down goes the carrier. Down goes the match. I'm almost calling right now. Carrier Zukaki with the kill on the Carrier Task Force. Loses its carrier. I'm not saying it's quite over, but right now there's not a single destroyer that's going to be on that kill right there on Wargen, the only carrier on Task Force. Right now, Kantai controls the sky. The destroyers will not get unspotted, and he's going to be able to pump out insane damage to the enemy ships. That kill right there most likely just won Kantai the game. That's how, at this tier, that's how big of a swing that is. Losing a carrier to all this almost puts you at an instant loss. Task Force is dropping the ball. It's over. It's not over. He is fighter. If he was balanced, he'd be a little more scary. But now it's not so much the damage from the carrier that we have to worry about. It's the vision from the carrier. These destroyers on the red team aren't going to be able to stay undetected. You know, there's a big ball of enemy ships coming in. Rascal Rabbit down to about 2,300 life. Carrier not even carrying. He's just pushing right in. He knows exactly where the torps are. They're all on cooldown. He's just going to push right up. Next salvo going in is going to be right towards this Benson. Submarine Wahoo. Let's go to him really quick. Less than about 1,000 life. Submarine Wahoo just kind of posted up, trying to light Candid Yams on fire. Stillian Archer also taking shots as well. These Bensons can go very aggressive because, one, they're going to know exactly where all those destroyers are. And somebody knows as well, right around the edge, that there's a Benson with about 1,000 life, also on cooldowns with torps. Doesn't have to worry about too much. And we can also watch Carrier Hornet making that hero play. We saw in the first game one of the destroyers doing a kind of early push hero, and it kind of won him the game almost. And it was actually from... No, it wasn't... There we go. Ruo versus the carrier. See, this is the matchup right here, guys. This is the matchup. Benson versus Fubuki. Both running life. Not only does the Benson have more life, it's able to pump out more damage. The DPS, although alpha damage is high on the Fubuki, the damage per second is just too high for the Benson for the Fubuki, in my opinion, to be 100% effective. Destroyer Taylor goes down, so they do get a kill still, but there's a huge push on C-Cap. They're being outcapped. The Kantai girls are controlling 2 of the 3 and Sterling just taking massive damage. Submarine Wahoo being able to do whatever he wants. Micro taking some solid damage too over there, about 5,000 life. The thing is, man, Destroyer Minakaze, which is, he's a fantastic carrier player, is just going to be able to pick on these destroyers. One, he'll be able to keep that spotted. Microcarrier not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to hold that fighter right over him. Less than 7k away, this Benz is going to be able to put in whatever torps he wants. Let's kind of go from the point of view of these guys if we can really quick. These guys got to make the push. They're doing the exact same thing. Maybe try to get some good kills on these guys, but Sterling Archer and Kantai DM's trying to trade as much damage as you can. Carrier Midway pushing up. We see those torps coming in. But we got a Tirpitz and NorCal pushing, and we got a Tirpitz and a NorCal pushing right back with another. They have more friends. Kantai DM's going to be taking some solid damage from these torps. Most likely death, especially being down about 8k or 18k. Sterling going to watch his friend go down, but Sterling being able to get away without taking too much damage and avoiding all the torpedoes. Kantai DM's going to be going down, and Sterling going to be the one in front. 2 torps, and down they go. Down goes another big battleship. Although they have gotten 1 destroyer, it's Sterling versus these 3 battleships. What do you do? You can't push too far into a Tirpitz. It has torpedoes as well. He could maybe try to go for the double torp, but I doubt he's going to be quick enough. 2 Tirpitz, 2 Tirpitz, and a NorCal within about 6k of him. That is not looking the best for him. Sterling down about 30,000 life. We have Ice Serpent right behind him launching some damage. Looks like they're going to focus on Midway. Midway having torps. Is he going to try to maybe show the side and get some torps in, but he's not slowing down at all. Let's go right to Midway if we can. Go to Midway. Look at Rascally Rabbit down about 12,000 or 1,200 life. Shots are in for Sterling. Carrier Midway going about probably 3/4 speed. Doesn't care. Cruiser Toggle gets a kill on Rascally Rabbit. They're down another destroyer, but Cruiser Midway or Carrier Midway's got to watch out for these torps. He sees these torps coming in, most likely death to him. So gonna try to get these torpedoes off. He's within about 3 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers of all these battleships. In they go. He's gonna be taking at least 1. And that's going to be down. Carrier Midway is going to go down, so this game isn't over. Ice Serpent going to be taking at least 2 torps right there, right on the front. Ice Serpent going down. Let's go to Carrier Tago, or Cruiser Tago. Doing a really good job. He tends to be the sniper for this team. Now look at Kantai. Although they have the carrier advantage with carrier versus none, they lose another destroyer with the Submarine Wahoo there. And Destroyer Haida, pretty low on life. This game is not over right now. Let's go to Destroyer Haida with about 1,100 life right now, trying to win this fight. Big ram on Cadis right there. So worth on that. Having about 8k life, Cadis almost full life, doing about 60k damage to him. That is worth it every time. He gets the die hard. They're talking about it in chat. This game isn't over, guys. A couple big shots, and they're right back into it. So really good ram right there, in my opinion. Although he dies, he gets the big damage on Cadis. Cadis is getting back up. Carry Zukaka going down. About 6,000, 2,000. Taking more damage from Sterling as well. 3,000 life with the heal going on. Cruiser Tago putting as much damage as they can. Carry Zukaka holding on as much as he can. He's trying to bail out, get around that island. About 8,000 life. Sterling trying to put about as much damage as he can. Hopefully he doesn't overextend. Cruiser Tago doing a really good job, not taking any damage right now. Carrier Hornet kind of trying to hold down that side. But look at the life right now. Sterling Archer going to push in. Carrier Zukaka on fire. Most likely a deadly fire unless he's got to repair. Wrathon trying to put some shots on Carrier Zukaka as well. About 5,000 life left. Taking the damage. Trying to get those guns around. Don't know if he will in time. Sterling's most likely going to get another shot on him. 3,000, 1,500 life. Down he goes. Sterling Archer down about 3,000 life. Torps are in from Cruiser Hornet, so down he goes as well. Cruiser Tago, basically the last big ship. Oh, Carrier Hornet goes down as well. Sterling Archer takes him down. So right now we have Cruiser Tago versus Ice Serpent. Although they lost the carrier first, guys, they've held on to this game. Don't know how. They're down two caps to 1, but they do have 2 destroyers. The red team, that is. And they're just not letting go. Cruiser Yura is going to be the #1 target right now. Get that cruiser off the board. Cruiser Tago trying to use as much cover as he can, but he's going to have to start making a push and getting some kills right now. And right now, he doesn't have any vision. Cruiser Euro taking some solid damage, just trying to bail out as fast as he can. That Tirpitz right there. Kedis, who took the giant ramming hit, still holding about 20,000 life. Cruiser Tago holding that shot for him as long as he can. But he's just got to start firing. He's got to start getting some damage out. Big hit on Cruiser Euro. Down he goes from Kedis. Kedis holding on as long as he can. Cruiser Los Angeles. He's got a great shot. Oh, the island's right perfectly in the way. He doesn't know where to go. He's waiting for some vision from his carrier because he knows at least one Benson's right around the corner, but doesn't know how far away he is. Microcragger right there. Looks like Kedis may be going the AA because holy smokes, those planes went down quick. Still got him off though. Shots in, Cruiser Tago. He needs the push, but how much can he do? Because with 2 destroyers right there, being the last ship alive, not including the carrier, he's got to be really careful. Luckily, he has lots of life, and he knows that the other ships are relatively low. But the destroyers on this is going to be able to cap B, go right over to A, and then they're at a big disadvantage. Cruiser Los Angeles, he's sitting there, and he knows he's spotted, and it's one of those situations where you're trying to protect yourself as much as you can, but you can't sit in one spot at one time. Right now, if I'm these destroyers, this is exactly what I'm doing right now. Is I am pushing one destroyer this way, because you know what, we're capping B. I'm pushing one guy this side, and I'm going to start cross-torping him. As we say, this is a destroyer right here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a destroyer over here. Cruiser back here, shooting all kinds of HE, and the battleships are pushing up. And if you guys didn't know, Kedis is in Tirpitz. Cruiser's getting very close, and Tirpitz has torpedoes. New to this patch. 6 kilometers is death. Ice Serpent right behind him with a giant... There's the torps in there. They missed, so Cruiser Tago did a really good job moving. Called that out. Called that shot. Looks like both destroyers actually might be over here, so that's kind of a waste. I wish they would have done a little bit of cross-torping there. Shots in on Benson. Misses. Gets him once out of all that. The RNG, 3 fires on Cruiser Tago right now. Not much he can do. Although if he does have the repair, he's going to do it right now because he missed all the torps. But he's within 3 kilometers of a Tirpitz. 3 kilometers of a Tirpitz, does not have repair, is back on fire. And if I'm Kedis, I push like a motherfucker, get around this corner, get some torpedoes into Cruiser Tago. Cruiser Tago is basically doing as well as he can right now. If I'm Kedis, I just go frontal in. Nothing else he can really do. Shot. Look at that. Look at that discipline from Cruiser Tago. He knows he's slow on the push, Kedis is, so he puts some shots in on the Cruiser, try to get him away from picking on him. Kedis is the arc on the Tirpitz is amazing, so he already could possibly have torps, and there's the Kutuzov at 9k away. Cruiser Tago needs to focus on getting Kedis off the board. Ice Serpent's right behind him. There's nothing much he can do. There's no reason to even go cap A. Cruiser Tago is completely surrounded right now. Actually, the other destroyer is capping A. Not much he can do. Kedis holding his torps, unless maybe he doesn't have them. 3 fires on a Tago. Tago does grab Ryu, so a little salt in the wounds there, but I don't think it's going to do too much. Kedis going in for the torpedo run. There are the torps. There's the Red Dolphins of Death. 1, 2, down goes Cruiser Tago. The only ship remaining is Destroyer Minakaze, and he is a fighter loadout Shokaku. The damage he can put out is very minimal. So Cruiser Minakaze, that's the thing. Task Force, and how about Kedis rocking with a 4-kill game right now? 4 of 9 kills were done by him, and he took that giant hit from the ramming hit from the Kantai's battleship. So really good job by Task Force right now. Minakaze not being able to do too much. This is the downside of being a fighter build. Although they took out the Strike Lexington basically first, as Warjin pushed up too far, he was only able to do too much. One, looks like the Tirpitz are kind of running maybe some AA because those planes are getting annihilated. But with only 2 dive bombers and 1 torp bomber, the damage output on them is very low. And the task force team did a very good job at keeping the planes killed, so he couldn't keep them spotted. That was the one thing. They had a huge advantage. They took the carrier out first, so he could control the sky, control the destroyers, and now we got an easy win for Task Force right now. Really well played. Being down an aircraft carrier first, we were saying people were doing GG well played already right at the start. I was even too. But Task Force Apocalypse did a fantastic job holding on to the game, not giving up. Losing a carry can kind of be demoralizing, but just like that, monstrous win. Monstrous win for those guys. What a comeback, losing that that pivotal of a role on that Strike Lexington 2 with the damage output, and come back to win it. Cadis with what a monster game. 4 kills. Wow, that's the first 4-kill game that we've seen so far. We've seen some hat tricks already, but a good 4-kill game from Cadis. Man, look at that monster game. North Carolina shooting down 20 planes. Kuzov shooting down 17 planes. Not much he could have done. Destroyer Minikaze, he shut down 3 planes, but after that he just wasn't able to keep him spotted. So that was a really good game. Ties up the series 1v1. Going to game 3, bros. Going to game 3.